And it's sad that it took all these years. Like, how could you do that? Like, I think the John Hopkins, whatever his fucking name is, needs to get his name taken off the off of hospitals. So I think all hospitals should be dedicated to Henrietta Lacks and her family.
Damn,
all of them. Yes, because but her cells did all the fucking work. They would not have fucking cure for a lot of things if it wasn't for her cells.
I get that. We can't give all credit to one person though.
We can't, right?
So know what I'm saying? There's other people who can't have hospitals named that right there. I think people
that was a part of stealing her stuff, a part of it, and they knew it was.
Anybody who was involved
in
stealing
and
her
knew
shit,
that it was stolen, no credit.
I look though,
they let her die for that.
$35 billion a year, and what? How much bread did?
I have no idea.
Yeah, let me see.
And we're here today to give her a gift of justice.
Doctors at Baltimore's Johns Hopkins Hospital harvested Lacks cells without her knowledge in 1951, a practice they've insisted was common at the time. But after she died, her cells would become the first human ones to be grown and replicated outside the body. Now known widely as HeLa cells, combining the first two letters of her first and last name, they've contributed to the development of vaccines for everything from polio to COVID and to Nobel Prize-winning cancer research. Lacks' family accused biotech company Thermo Fisher of making billions in profits from innovations tied to her cells. In a statement Tuesday, the company said the parties are pleased that they were able to find a way to resolve this matter outside of court.
Today certainly was poetic justice.
Attorney Ben Crump began working with Lacks' family 2 years ago. He says this is just the beginning, and he expects other pharmaceutical companies to, quote, do right by Lacks.
A lot of people just think of the HeLa cell as a cell and a product, but she was a woman. She was a mother, a grandmother.
Alfred Carter is one of Lacks' grandchildren.
People know that what happened to Henrietta Lacks was wrong, but we're all here together to make things right.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Jerika Duncan.
1950? This is crazy. This is their great-grandchildren now.
Yeah.
It's her
great-great-grandchildren.
That's getting money. She had generations.
And they old as fuck, too. Why these tech companies, these people, these hospitals making what, $35 billion a year? They went 2 years in court trying to battle.
Can we find out what the settlement is, bro?
They said it's private, it's closed. It's a closed settlement.
Somebody on the internet got bro. Cause whatever it is, it ain't what they done made.
It ain't worth it.
This is not.
Cause they still making money as we speak.
No, whatever the settlement is to the family, it's like, yo, y'all rich forever now. But it's like, we can't even calculate the amount of money like that was made off of it.
Why we can't have a Henrietta Lacks Day? She the one saving people. Herself. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have vaccines and
a Henrietta Lacks Day might be fire on the
We need a Henrietta Lacks Day, y'all. Let's start it up.
For white people and black people who celebrate that, they use it for all of us.
Please, yes.
We need more shit to bring us together. That's a fact.
She need a Nobel Peace Prize. She needs something, some type of recognition.
I'm not seeing it.
Wow, they really got that thing.
For
they
real.
Got that thing under wrapping hand.
Yeah. Because that's one pharmaceutical company. They going after all of them. They're gonna go after all of them. That's why, we hoping y'all do the right thing. They letting them know, we hoping. They use ourselves to try to fight COVID. And it's still going. It's still active. She's still active.
Yo, I'll be thinking some shit. Can you raise it up a little bit, man? You know, I pay attention to how I look on cam. You know what I'm saying? People can't see me, man.
You can get back to the front if you like.
Okay, you want me to get back up there in the first zone?
Go ahead. Do what you do, because since you want to be on the camera and stuff.
Wow, you feeling away? That's crazy. Now, we're going to do it like this, man. Check this out, man. Look, let me just say this, right? I know sometimes being black, and sometimes I wonder if I'm just being spooky about shit, right? But I feel like, yeah, I could be taken advantage of in a situation because of there are people who think in weird ways, like, oh, he might be dumb, he just, whatever the case may be, like, I might not get a fair shake, because of being black, right? Do y'all think like that as well?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Cause stories like this ain't even really like
they don't talk about it. A
lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. It's not something that's abnormal. We hear a lot about this.
Yeah, hell yeah, I think about it, because when you think about all the experiments they did, the Tuskegee shit, all that, like Sarah Bartman, all that, you think about all experience they did, and know, like in the medical books they say that we could take pain, and it is really I feel like it's systematic racism in the medical field, and it's written on books too.
Yeah, our sociology teacher was telling us about like medical racism. And
it is.
Yeah, like how they
saying black people.
They don't believe us. They think we just want to be
like,
high.
Black people are just genuinely better at sports.
That sucks to feel that way, but I'm white, and I feel the exact same way. Nah, that could be a fact too, cause like white people get scammed all the time by big companies that they work for and shit like that too. That's kind of what I was saying earlier.
They also get caught up in them Ponzi schemes.
They get caught up in them Ponzi schemes and shit and lose money.
What's the guy's name?
Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that too, but
I think during those times when that happened, black people was treated like. So I think that's the disconnect too. Who's that? Savage Sauce. That's the disconnect where it be like once you realize we humans, then you can start to see the what's a good word? The similarities, right? The things we have in common. But there are people who think in the opposite way. Or there are people who are not just stand-up humans, right? So I don't think that a lot of people that was participating in slavery was even racist, right? It's like, I'm getting a whole lot of fucking money over here, right? So like, look, you know how like even say with hip-hop music, they'd be like, yo, the record label be letting these dudes talk like this, and when they get killed, right? Now say the black dude on the record label. Don't he sign the same dude and the same kind of shit happen to him? But you just don't get the same kind of backlash.
Same type of backlash.
You see what I'm saying? So there are things like that. But something like this case right here, I think this case is like one of those times where like if it would have been a white person in her same position, some compensation would have actually been extended.
They wouldn't even allow her to die to fuck with her like that. They allowed it to die. They could have saved her. They let her die and then turned around and said some dumb shit to her family and forced them to take blood, went to their houses to take tests to see if they had the same exact cells as her. They knew what the fuck they was doing. And when somebody tried to fight back, they put her in a mental institution and fucking killed her.
And all that shit be for big business, for money.
They didn't give them nothing. They thought they was fucking crazy. They wanted them to shut the fuck up. Like, nah, take this. But we're going to use your mom or your daughter or your aunt's cells. And we're going to make money and act like we cured the world.
Yo, that's wild.
And it's sad that it took this long, and then it took another 2 years just to get it settled. They didn't want to give them nothing. They want to just continue to make billions off this lady.
Yo,
they created generational wealth for themselves, but wouldn't even create generational wealth for the real lifesaver.
What he said, man? I gotta put that back on. So what he had said?
They need to make a movie about this. They do have a movie about it.
It is. That's how I first found. I'm not sure. I think I might have watched the movie.
Yeah, me and you watched it together.
Because I had to watch it.
But you know what's the wild shit? I read the book about John Hopkins when I was in prison, but without knowing his story. So, but this the other thing though. John Hopkins, like, is responsible for a lot of shit, but there was some other shit involved in that too. Like, but and he gave yo, it's deep. They do what's the name of the movie for him? The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Mm-hmm. So just say that into Google, I guess, so you don't write it down. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. They made a movie about it. And they just said that $35 billion a year is a lot of fucking money. And when all the shit that they put that shit into, like, so it's bigger than that. What make this shit bigger is that she might have progressed the entire world. So, like, in reality, this is
Might have, she did.
Yeah, but
They're
I said
still using it for COVID. That's how
they still using it now.
For everybody.
Everybody, everything, cancer, keloids, diabetes.
Whatever.
She would technically be more important than
gayness.
She would be more important than like George Washington, Carver, and the president nigga.
She more important than Martin Luther King.
Definitely more important than Martin Luther. That's a fact.
And that's
why would people not be able to equate it though? Like to be able to put that together. Like why won't she have a day as opposed to Martin Luther King? Like that we know now.
Because you have to bring out the foul shit that was done to her.
How does
bring out that? That was
hitting. If the stream was bigger, you know what's crazy? Like if the stream was bigger, we would have the power to do that type shit.
Yeah.
Like to start up because like why wouldn't she get a day?
Time out, because Martin Luther King was like, be quiet, just peace, get your ass whooped. We just want to be equal.
He was fucking mad. White bitches in the
back
but
too. That was the
fucking niggas too.
But that was the propaganda for Martin Luther King. Now she was after.
I think they say he was fucking niggas.
Whatever it was, but however, Martin Luther King.
The FBI shit with Martin Luther King.
You got the MLK tape.
They was trying to get him to kill himself. Like they had the videos. Like nigga, kill yourself, boy. Like you stupid. We released it. All right, my bad. Go ahead, Medkit.
I think because the propaganda for Martin Luther King was to keep us in our place. But with her, it just shows like how the world really was with us, with cruel to us, for real. And I think this needs more spotlight because a lot of people do not know about Henrietta Lacks. And I think you need to be, the world needs to know like she's the real God.
The real God.
Like she's God. She's saving people.
So she was 5% or
no? I'm just saying.
With you back here.
No, I know her cells is saving people. Oh, yep. She said I heard the government had so much dirt on him they was blackmailing him.
Yeah. Oh, well, Martin Luther King. Yo, listen. And let me tell you something. I've been kicked out the black community. Or you white, Savage Sauce?
Netflix or no?
No, it was on HBO.
I've been kicked out the black community already. Black people love themselves some Martin Luther King, and them they love. Yo, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Anytime I ever say something about Martin Luther King, nigga be looking at me like I'm talking about their mama. Pearls. But I don't like doing that shit with people, bro. Like, we all can have flaws, right? But if you happen to have flaws and the light might not have been shined on it, and you like we all human. Like that's the same thing. Like for me pretending that I might not like me getting out here and talking about. I don't talk bad about like I crack jokes. I don't really got no harsh shit. But I might be talking about Donald Trump or like the other day when I was what the governor nigga I was Chris Christie. So I'm going ham on Chris Christie, right? Mm-hmm. But I can't go ham on Martin Luther King. If that's out there, that's like racism to me, right? Isn't that what racism is? I'm gonna judge him, but not him.
I thought racism was like the majority oppressing the minority.
No, but what I'm saying
that's
is that
stereotype.
But you can be a racist.
Yeah.
So and singly. So then what am I, just a racist then?